Now, this necklace is available in sizes F, J, L, M and N.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underrated British comedies.
Think they'd hit our chickens? My God. Wasn't the body count?
And do not look at my awards while I'm in the other room. I'd be very embarrassed. They're over there.
Welcome to Dark Place, Liz.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at those comedy series that were either short-lived or went under everyone's radar, but deserve your attention nonetheless. Which of these classics do you consider essential viewing? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Year of the Rabbit.
The jam tart stopped. Come on, you Wally!
A detective thriller set in Victorian times, with all the grime and vulgarity of A Night on the Lash in Merton. Sounds like a winning combination, right? Whether you find the modern humour to be a bit too out of place, what really sells this short-lived series is Matt Berry.
What's he saying?
He's going,
As always, the man throws his comedic all into the role, and as Inspector Rabbit, he certainly makes the most of his chance to play a hard-boiled boozehound who somehow trips his way through each and every case.
And Rabbit, my debt's paid.
Well, your debt's paid when I say it's paid.
Number 9, My Family.
That's more like it.
Hated by critics and loved by fans, this thing lasted for 11 seasons and is fondly looked upon for those that grew up with the antics of the Harper family.
I'm warning you, this may hurt a bit. Little prod. No, doesn't hurt? Okay, fine.
Focusing on the madness and hilarious conflicts of one household, you can say what you will about the quality drop after the departure of Chris Marshall's performance as the eternally inept Nick Harper. What kept audiences coming back was the chemistry between Robert Lindsay and Zoe Wanamaker as the Harper heads. The cynical dynamic between them is to die for.
Take a good look. You will never see them again.
Number 8, Man to Man with Dean Lerner.
If a tree falls in the forest and I'm not there and it makes a sound, but I don't hear it, but someone records it and plays it to me at a dinner party, does that mean I'm still in the forest?
Nowadays, we all know Richard Ayoade is a comic genius whose biting wit livens up practically every show he stars in. If you're a die-hard fan in search of some of his earlier work, then this would be a good place to start.
He did it good. He did it good. Did it good, Steve?
Before the IT crowd, he was satirizing chat shows with partner in crime Matthew Holness. If you thought it was wild hearing him in The Mandalorian, just wait until you see Ayoade rocking a mustache and playing an unapologetic perv. And yet, he still makes it work.
Well, I had no idea how quickly the horror community, and it is a community, how quickly the horror community would wake up to the idea of scary porn.
Number 7, Vicious.
Poor Clive. Well, at least he didn't suffer. Oh, he did.
Titans of screen and stage, we know Sir Ian McKellen and Derek Jacobi can deliver powerhouse performances, but who knew they could be such a riot together?
So, you know how I told you my father's been in prison 10 years for armed robbery?
No. I don't believe you did ever tell us that very, very disturbing bit of news.
Playing a couple of over 50 years caught in a hilarious love-hate relationship, watching these two insult and jab at each other while acting like a pair of old queens is mesmerizing. It's not every day you get to hear the man behind Gandalf unleash a barrage of savage and sexually charged comments, each one funnier than the last.
And do not look at my awards while I'm in the other room. I'd be very embarrassed. They're over there.
Number 6, My Hero.
Just think you're in toy shops all over the world.
They've made me bald. Why have they made me bald?
Way before superheroes were dominating the big and small screens, there was this little gem. As Thermoman, Ardal O'Hanlon gave us a fish-out-of-water story that may have been lacking in out-of-this-world effects, but had a great tongue-in-cheek sense of humour.
Bet you don't know what I've got you.
A gold ring inscribed Janet Loves George.
With Thermoman's limitless powers, the series was free to blend together ridiculous character drama, along with the occasional bit of cosmic nonsense. And hey, anything with Hugh Dennis deserves a watch.
It is time someone stood up to be counted and photographed and possibly offered their own television show.
Though they really should have ended it before replacing O'Hanlon with James Dreyfus. Yikes. Number 5, this time with Alan Partridge.
Now, though, over to a man that looks like he sits in a dark room eating white bread all day long.
Did it soar to the heights of knowing me, knowing you? Well, maybe not. But you have to ask yourself, is there really such a thing as too much Alan Partridge?
Alan, you're at risk of being defrauded because you showed your credit card on TV.
Oh, good luck to them. I only held it up for a second.
I think they've paused it and photographed it.
Still won't help. I only showed one side.
You showed both sides. Here's the other side. There's your CVV.
Spoofing early morning chat shows and current affair programs everywhere, Steve Coogan's iconic character is set free to unleash his particular brand of insanity on his unfortunate guests. It's a killer setup that we'd honestly love to see more of. Just goes to show that you can take the Alan out of Norwich, but you can't take the Norwich out of Alan.
I think they've hit our chickens. My God. Wasn't the body count?
Number 4, Toast of London.
I've forgotten my trousers.
Matt Berry strikes again in arguably his greatest role to date. As the titular Toast, Berry portrays a failing stage actor with dreams of grandeur, an uncontrollable and explosive ego, as well as the handy ability to make every situation a million times worse.
Oh, you're going nowhere, Toast.
Oh, grow up, Ray.
Watching Toast's ambitions fail and his pompous personality land him in hot water often proves to be far more entertaining than the roles he's trying to land.
The East End, you say? I wonder what it's like these days.
Number 3, The Peter Sarafinowicz Show.
I've heard that it's cold, I've heard that it's a finger. Hey, don't shoot me, I'm just the bloody singer.
It is criminal how this only got one season. Oh sure, we've had Brian Butterfield pop up every now and again, but just think about what could have been if the studio had given this show time to flourish.
Now, this necklace is available in sizes F, J, L, M and N.
Parodying everything under the sun, these series of skits by Sean's flatmates are utterly relentless, bizarre, yet highly accurate.
Look how it cleans this greasy hob! Goodbye, dirt!
We dare you to try and watch Kitchen Gun, and Darth Vader falls in love without cracking up. And again, this show gave the world Brian Butterfield. It deserves our respect.
I think Brian Butterfield is a terrible, terrible lawyer.
That's a bit harsh. Listen, I know I may not be very good, but come on, give me a try. Oh, sorry, love.
Number 2, Goth Merengue's Dark Place.
Welcome to Dark Place, Liz.
My hand.
There are cult hits, and then there's Dark Place. An unrelenting satire of 1980s television, the series meshes together an anthology of terrible, low-budget serials that parody the crappy sci-fi and horrors of yesteryear.
I'm out of here.
Not so fast, mister.
Mixed together with a commentary by a director who views himself as the second coming of Spielberg, and you've got a recipe for lunacy that few can hope to match. No joke, the level of ridiculousness here is off the charts, and yet, watching Sanchez do battle against inanimate objects never gets old.
Suck on that.
Number 1, Lemmy Show.
Dance for me.
The pride of Scottish comedy. Breaking the fourth wall everywhere it goes, nothing is off kilter to Lemmy. While these days he focuses his comedy efforts on his Twitch streams, Lemmy has proved an amazing sketch writer, with some of the most quotable lines in TV history.
They're both a kilogram, right? So they're the same?
I wouldn't want to look at the size of this. That's cheating.
No, they're the same weight.
It's a kilogram.
But steel's heavier than feathers.
Plus, Falconhoof, one of the most relatable characters we can think of, despite being a fancy call-in show host.
Jump the chasm!
Okay, you jump the chasm. You make a pitiful jump into the flames.
No! You better know me!
You're burnt to a cinder. You're dead.
This comedy is essential viewing. Get on it. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.